24, Corey Williams.
Yes, sir.
Number 34, Taylor McGee. And number 50, Leonardo Alberti.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Seagull Classic here at Holy Spirit High School. Mike Gill, Dave O'Sullivan, we are courtside as the Camden Catholic Irish will take on the Linden Tigers here in a showcase game at the Seagull. This one, Dave, should be a good one. A lot of people excited to see Camden Catholic and Linden, of course, usually a Group 4 power, so contrasting styles we're expecting.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a great matchup. Every year, Linden comes down here and really puts on a great show. Camden Catholic, a couple years ago, they had some really tremendous inside presence. Looks like they got some younger players this year trying to make a name for themselves, so really should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, Dave, and last night, Camden Catholic played, and one of their key players, Dunn, who, they're not a deep team. That's one of their problems, and Lucas Dunn broke his hand last night. So this is a team that doesn't go very deep. They're going to be down a man tonight. We'll see how that affects them as we are set to go here at the Seagull Classic. It will be in the circle for Camden Catholic. Corey Williams jumping, and we'll see who Linden. Camden Catholic will be dressed in green in your video with white trim, and the Tigers of Linden will be in all white with the tiger print black and orange trim as we are set to go here at the Seagull, which has been a great event. We just saw St. Joe win handily over Southerns. That's a nice win.
Got to give a quick shout out to Steve Norman and the rest of the staff here at Holy Spirit High School. Do a great job with this tournament. It's returned 2 years ago now, and it's been a great venue.
Camden Catholic wins the tip, and they have the ball moving left to right. Merriman, Hall, Williams, McGee, and Oberti, the starters for Camden Catholic. Williams puts the ball on the floor, loses the handle, then regains control out to the top of the key. Man-to-man defense flashed here by Linden. Right-hand dribble into the deep right corner. Top of the key. Rolling off the screen to the right of the lane. Bounce pass to the post. Deep corner. Back out top. Merriman runs the offense. Looking for some separation. Gives up the dribble to the right wing. Eric Hall. Merriman back to Hall. Hall hoists a three. It's in. And we get on the board first with a right wing three from Camden Catholic.
They're going to need a few of those shots from the outside to fall to really establish themselves in this game, Mike. Linden's got a big man. Yasin Willock down the blocks. That's a big young man down there.
Willock, Cowan, Williams, Tompkins, and Holmes, the five on the floor for the Linden Tigers. Holmes down in the post, stolen away, and here come the Irish, crossing half court. Quarters court into the lane, and the layup is up and a foul. So Corey Williams will get to the free throw stripe to start to kind of spark this Camden Catholic offense in transition there.
I like the aggressive approach they're coming out with here, the Irish. They're really not backing down from Linden's defense and kind of trying to set the tone here.
And Williams' free throw is good. 4-0 Camden Catholic. They played last night. You'll see that a lot in these early tournaments.
It's always a tough turnaround this early in the season to play back-to-back nights.
Second one is pure, and it's 5-0 Camden Catholic. Linden, a perennial Group 4 power. I know Gene Allen will be here watching.
He knows them
this
well.
Linden Tigers team, yep.
Played them up in Rutgers a couple years ago.
Yes, they did. That was a classic game. Holmes catches left of the lane, backs it out towards midcourt. 2-3 zone flashed here by Camden Catholic. 6:26 to play. Tigers trail 5-0. They have the ball dressed in white. Bounce pass. Tompkins dribble drive. Kick out. Long three by Holmes. Front rim no good. Rebound is run down by the Irish. And they get into the steady hands of Merriman. Merriman crosses the timeline with 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Uses a screen. Rolls off. Left elbow. Long jumper three. Off rim no good. Rebound. And the Irish get the offensive board right out to Corey Williams. Three ball, good.
Oh, baby.
So Corey Williams with a three, 8-0 Irish, 8-0 run to start things off here at the Seagull.
Man, when you're hitting your three-pointers early, that's a great sign for the Irish.
Are you partial to the Irish, O'Sullivan?
Possibly, yeah, a little bit.
Dribble drive, kick out. Holmes catches deep into the corner. Three balls up, and it's short. Rebound brought down by Wilcox, and he gets a little hook shot, strong off the rim, And the rebound comes down to Williams. Here comes Merriman. Merriman taking it all comers, and the left-hand layup is too strong, ripped down by Colin Cohen. Slows it down, 5:12 to play first quarter. Left of the lane, off his foot, out of bounds, and it hit off of Merriman. It'll stay with Linden. 8-0, 5:07, first quarter, Siegel Classic. Mike Gill, Dave O'Sullivan, and about 98-degree temperatures.
I like that offensive rebound by Willock. He's got to be a little bit stronger on the finish.
Floater no good. Williams comes down with the board. He's been a factor so far for Camden Catholic. And Merriman brings it off. Crosses the timeline, under 5 minutes to play first quarter. 8-0 Camden Catholic. Williams catches on the left wing, left of the lane, spins baseline, and it's blocked out of bounds by Amir Williams. It'll stay Camden Catholic ball.
Tell you what, Mike, I like I like what I've seen out of this Williams kid so far. He's got some variety of skills. He can do a lot of things.
They'll inbound the basketball to Williams. Williams now kicks it back out to Eric Hall. Top of the key, swing pass, Hall into the corner, over to Williams. Snap pass to Merriman. Merriman at the free throw line, down on the block, and he loses the handle as he tries to get into Leonardo Oberti.
Great idea. You just got to be sure yourself on that catch there for big number 50, Oberti. Got to kind of anticipate that ball coming to you.
8-0. Camden Catholic leads. Still playing 2-3 zone. Right wing, top of the key, swinging it around. They get it to Tompkins. Couple of dribbles over to Holmes. Holmes directing traffic against the 2-3 zone. Isaac Tompkins. Holmes uses the screen at the foul line. Now he bounce passes it down on the end line, and out of bounds goes Amir Williams, so they'll turn it over. And they have yet to score with 3:53 left to play in the first.
Yeah, Mike, the Tigers look a little out of sorts on offense. They're not really sure of what they want to accomplish when they're in the half court.
Seeing this 2-3 zone from Camden Catholic. Up top, they get it to Eric Hall. Hall over to Merriman. Merriman, and he tries the entry pass to Corey Williams, and Williams and Merriman slap hands. They just were on different pages there.
Let's see if Linden tries to take a little bit different approach, maybe a little more off-the-ball movement here on this set.
After the turnover, they take the ball down 8-0. 3:33 left to play here in this first quarter. Little crossover dribble. Bounce pass, elbow, kick out, and they get a nice drive
take
to the lane. Yes, they do, and Isaac Thompson is the first bucket today for Linden.
Nice, strong take by Thompson. I'd like to see more of that out of the Linden guards.
Yeah, you got to penetrate that zone.
They have the talent to do it, so we'll just have to see if they get more aggressive with that.
Up top for Merriman. Merriman with a right-hand belt-high dribble down to the post. Fadeaway jumper Williams, and he's fouled on the fadeaway. And the foul will be on Kedon Berry, it looks like.
This kid knows how to get to the foul line. That's how you get yourself some points.
Yeah, 2 for 2 from the free throw line already in this game. Third and fourth one's coming. And he calmly connects on the first one.
That's a sign of a veteran player, too, a kid who understands that you can get easy points in the foul line if things aren't open, if things aren't working for you.
Second opportunity, Corey Williams. And he hits his fifth and 6 points, and they lead it 10-2. See if Linden has figured something out offensively. They've struggled. Berry passes it off over to Isaac Tompkins. They swing it to the top of the key. Nashawn Holmes. Holmes into the deep corner. 3 ball. It's short. Rebound, offensive rebound. Up and under, and that's too strong by Willock.
He had about 3 players from the Irish all over him. That was a tough chance.
Corey Williams, 3 ball short, front rim, no good. Rebound, fought for. And it looks like we're going to get a foul called in that
Look like
Scrum.
Look like over the back there, Mike. Sometimes guys get a little too aggressive trying to get that offensive rebound.
Camden Catholic will not play a lot of players. They are not a very deep team.
I'm a little surprised that Linden hasn't really pushed the pace, knowing that. They're kind of seem content to work in this half-court set and really haven't got much out of it.
Barry, top of the key. Willock. Bounce, one dribble. Strong take and a good basket there by Amir Williams. And looks like we got a foul on Williams after the basket, it looks like.
I don't know what that foul was. We got any instant replay here?
Probably. Looks like they're going to.
Called a technical on him.
I think they gave him the bucket.
Yeah.
And then called the foul afterwards. And that's going to send Corey Williams back to the line to shoot these technicals. First one rims it and out, no good. Williams with 7 points of the 10, and they're going to get Steve Dorville into the game for Williams.
It's a good call by the coach. Get him out of there. Get his head reset a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't catch exactly what happened there after that basket.
Might have been a little trash talk.
A little bumping and grinding.
Hey, these are two really competitive teams out here. You're going to see a little bit of that from time to time.
All right, Merriman. Merriman with the ball high over his head. Gets to the right side to Williams. Williams with the left-hand dribble out to the foul line. Kick out three is good. Eric Hall for three.
Might want to start locating where number 15 is on the court if you're Linden, because that guy has a nice stroke from the outside.
Couple of threes, 2 of 4 from three-point range for the Irish. They lead by 10. 1:19 to play here in the first. Holmes bounce pass, top of the key. They leave it to Tompkins and double dribble.
Just out of sorts here for Linden. They need to kind of wake up here and head into the second quarter and just get a little more idea of what they're trying to do on offense. They seem a little confused in these half-court sets.
Yes, Sully, I agree. They haven't been very aggressive offensively in this zone. They're just kind of laxing and waiting for the shot to open up for them.
It almost seems as if they're waiting for somebody to kind of take charge.
Near steal, Williams catches the pass in the middle of the
Wow.
paint. Oh, and a tough right-hand layup. And so far, Corey Williams has been the star of the show.
That was an athletic move right there. I mean, he knows he's got two guys in his face, has to kind of fade away from the basket to make that layup.
8 for him, 8 of the 16.
Linden just really doesn't have anybody who can match up with his athleticism in the elbow.
Tompkins kick it out at the top of the key. Tompkins at the elbow, and then he loses the pivot foot. So you see Tompkins getting frustrated. He's trying to be aggressive, and there wasn't a lot of help there. He got kind of caught. No man's land.
Yeah, they need to just start swinging the ball around a little more, be a little more patient, wait for something to open up, maybe get an easy backdoor look.
10 points, by the way, for Williams. He leads the way. 6 for Hall. They've got 16 of the Camden Catholic 16 points. So those two there have accounted for everything.
Wow.
Williams, right of the lane, and another floater's too strong, and the rebound ripped down by Caden Berry. Here come the Tigers, and a full-court shot off the side of the backboard at the end of one. Camden Catholic 16-4. They lead at the Siegel Classic here on 97.3 ESPN.com. We'll have another game for you coming up after this. Sully and I will bring you that, and that's thanks to Ocean Casino Resort. Best casino, best comps, best rooms. Atlantic Care. When the unexpected happens, we're here. Calvi Electric, good luck to all the players.
Calvi Electric. Mike Bressel.
Yeah.
One of the outstanding businessmen in South Jersey. Got a couple of outstanding daughters who play, one for Ocean City, one for Atlantic City, so they'll be going against each other here coming up soon in January.
Yeah, you were at that Mainland, the Ocean City thriller last night.
Talk about a crazy game. Mainland with a 24-point lead in the third quarter, and Ocean City really just whittled it down to a one-point game in the end. And two kind of young teams that really haven't figured out their identity yet. So you're going to see a little bit of back and forth when teams like that get together. And of course, mainland Ocean City. If you're playing checkers, that's a heck of a rivalry. Tell you what, though, Mike, I've been impressed with Corey Williams. Man, he's been playing some NBA 2K with some of those moves he's got.
All right, 16-4. We get ready to start the second.
Elijah Jones in the house from Pleasantville.
Yeah, they'll play here tomorrow night against Holy Spirit.
He's a really fun player to watch. Junior now, and he's really kind of coming into his own.
Yeah, that Pleasantville's team surprised some people.
They're putting up some points, man. They put up over 90 at least one game. So
they'll play Wildwood Catholic on Wednesday night.
Wow, that's going to be a heck of a game.
We'll have that on the radio, 97.3 ESPN radio. All right, start of the second, Linden and White. They have the ball. Down 16-4. They've struggled to find shots here against this Camden Catholic zone. They kick it to the middle, kick out into the corner. Dribble drive. Boy, the seas parted there, and a basket by Nashawn Holmes. So he took an opportunity that was given to him. Hicks into the game for the first time for Camden Catholic.
Oh, we had a wrong name there. We're saying Corey Williams. It's Zachariah Hicks.
Gotcha. Well, that would have been information that would have been useful at the beginning of the game. So Zachariah Hicks is actually the leading scorer. And that shot is blocked away by Hicks. So you're going to be hearing a lot of Hicks instead of Williams.
Yep.
All right, 16-6, 6:52 to go. They inbound the basketball, and it's stripped away. And Willock, and it looked like a jump ball.
Willock's getting those offensive rebounds. You just have to find a way to get the ball back up on rim.
All right, Camden Catholic with the ball. They lead by 10. Into the corner. Dribble drive, Merriman with a nice pass, and the layup too strong by Oberti. Nice little reversal there. He couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah,
Right.
Linden's really got to start getting a more aggressive and push the pace here a little bit. I think they're being a little too patient.
Holmes dribble drive, and that ball's kicked. Yeah, you see that little dribble drive and then the kick out, but the shooter's not ready to catch and shoot.
Right.
And that little delay is allowing Camden Catholic's defense to get back out there.
And give Camden Catholic credit. They're playing pretty good defense. They know what they want to do with that zone and where they want to force the ball to go.
There's the shot. Doesn't take it, though. And they get it back out. They swing it to the top of the key. They're rounding Jalen Hodge into the game now. Ball fake, foul line, corner. And Holmes, they're really extending this 2-3 zone. Uses the screen now, Holmes, for three, and that's hit off the rim, no good, and the rip-down rebound by Hicks. Merriman, elbow jumper, too strong, and it's tipped out and run down by Berry.
Now here's where you got to push.
And
so you allow
Camden
Camden Catholic to get back into that 2-3 zone, and that's what you've been having problems with.
Nice dump down low for Willox, and he traveled.
Ooh. Looked like a pretty good move to me by Willock.
Yeah, Willock called for a travel there. Not too many people happy with that call.
Fans to our right, a little bit upset.
Coach, not happy with the call.
Coaches typically aren't happy with many calls.
Hicks, too strong, ripped down, and the rebound comes down to Holmes. Holmes in transition. Here come the Tigers, 16-6. They trail with the ball. 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Nashawn Holmes, top of the key, stared down by Merriman. Left of the lane, and a foul as Hicks rejected it into the first row of the bleachers, but there was a foul called first, and it looks like Merriman's going to be called for the foul.
Nice strong take by Holmes, though. I think we need to see more of that from Linden. They don't seem to have a pure shooter out there, so they're going to have to find ways to score around the rim.
4:47 to play, first half. Nigel Maryville into the game for the first time for the Tigers. Stripped away, Holmes dribble drive, he lost it. Here come the Irish. Merriman under control, over to Hicks. Hicks at the foul line, kicks it out to Merriman. Merriman dribble drive off of his foot, and
a little bit of a ticky-tack foul there. Looked to be pretty good defense, but
yeah, I thought Merriman almost lost the ball.
Yeah. Brian Kniff calling him tight here.
Yeah. Turnover. Transition. And finally a transition bucket there. Jalen Hodge breaks out and gets a layup.
That's what they're going to need more of to get back in this game, some quick, easy runouts.
Yeah, and that was created off their defense there. They haven't done a lot of that tonight. Merriman crosses the timeline into the deep right corner. Hicks for three. Too strong. Rebound. Ripped down there by Hodge. Hodge now comes, slows it, crosses the timeline, gets it into the corner, goes baseline. Baseline shot is swatted away by Hicks. But we have a foul called on the far side. Frank Brazil getting involved.
Yeah, Mike Linden's been playing pretty good defense. I mean, obviously, Camden Catholic with only 16 points so far. We're less than 4 minutes away from halftime. They just have to be able to turn that defense into offense. It seems to me like they're just being a little too timid once they do get that defensive rebound to kind of push the pace and put Camden Catholic back on its heels.
Yeah, and you look, Sully, 3 threes for Camden Catholic, nothing yet for Linden from beyond the arc. That's really the big difference in this game, those 3 threes.
And those all came early, so it really has been a much different game here in the second quarter.
Nigel Vidro into the game for the first time. We'll see how deep Camden Catholic goes. Last night, Lucas Dunn, who's one of their rotational players and one of their better rotational players, he broke his hand. You see him sitting over there with that hand casted up. 16-9, a little pressure now from Linden. Back and forth, they cross the timeline, they beat the pressure. Here comes Merriman. Merriman left of the lane, now he pulls it back out, top of the key. Eric Hall, Merriman, they play catch. Backs it up to the timeline. Left sideline in front of the Linden bench. Merriman crosses over at the foul line. Picks up the dribble, kicks it out. Hicks puts it on the floor, and we got to walk.
I'm always a big fan of defensive pressure, full court pressure when you can, because Camden Catholic, they obviously have a very good ball handling guard in Merriman, but when you're trying to beat the press, you have to rely on other players. So go ahead and put them to the test.
Linden 4 of 12 from the field so far, and a shot is strong. Ripped down. Hodges' shot strong. Ripped down by Hall, and Hicks comes out with it. Then Hicks slips, and he slipped and hit the deck, but they're going to call.
I don't know what the call is here.
I think they're going to call Willock on a foul. Hicks slipped and hit the deck. There wasn't a push there, but I think they called the foul.
That was a strange sequence.
Yeah, the foul was is on Willock's.
Yeah. Maybe a reach in as he was kind of going down there.
I think the fact that the kid fell, it just human nature almost to blow the whistle that there had to be a reason he fell, but he clearly slipped. More pressure, a little one. Eric Hall, Uberti, and a layup. They break it nicely, and Uberti, the big man, is rewarded.
That'll put a brief smile on a coach's face when you can break pressure like that.
18-9. 9-point lead for Camden Catholic. The extra pass into the corner, one dribble, Holmes, and his shot as he hits the deck, and there's going to be a foul called on the release there. So Nishawn Holmes, who's got 2 points, heading to the line.
Really not a smart foul there by Camden Catholic. I mean, the shot wasn't even going to be close, and kind of give him a freebie here, Mr. Holmes.
Now they're starting to cut into this lead a little bit. And Holmes' free throw is good. So Holmes with 3 now.
They're going to need to do a lot more of that here late in this first half and start of the second half, is find ways to get to the free throw line. because Linden really hasn't proved it can be any kind of threat from the outside. So if you're Camden Catholic, just pack your defense in and take your chances if they do try to shoot in the outside shots.
0 for 5 from three-point range for Linden so far. Hicks all the way to the basket, and he lost the handle and ran it down, then shot it off the side of the backboard, and the rebound came down. It looked like a kick, and the ball somehow found its way to Jalen Hodge, and he got a layup.
That might be the easiest 2 points he'll ever score.
Eric Hall back the other day. Now we got a little helter-skelter pace, Sully, and you would think this is what Linden was hoping for.
Absolutely. It really kind of plays into their advantage.
Camden Catholic inbound the ball. Oberti. Catch. Hall. 3. Front rim. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Hicks. Offensive board. He puts it back up, and a nice floater. Boy, nice touch around the basket.
Tell you what, man, it's fun getting to watch this kid play. He's got an array of skills.
And backdoor caught them napping in a layup by Steve Dorval. They caught Hicks actually napping defensively there, and they went right at that spot. 5-point game, 20-5, Linden leads. And a steal. Steal by Linden. Ball still on the floor. Oh, when it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Camden Catholic. Boy, Linden had 2 near steals there.
Did I mention something earlier about backdoor layups? I think I did.
And pressure. You mentioned that Linden needs to start putting the defensive pressure on, and they've done it.
Exactly. That's really what's going to get them back in this game, and it has. They're only down 5 now.
And they've done a lot of this off their defense. It hasn't been from great half-court offense from them. Eric Hall, Uberti, and it's stolen away. Nice steal. Stepping in the passing lane. Here they come. Here come the Tigers crossing the timeline. 5-point game. Got 1:18 to play in the half. Up, under, and fouled.
Great move there by Nigel Merville.
Yeah, and you don't see that.
He understood that the defender was going to be up in the air, drew him up in the air, got the foul. Really a smart play.
Two shots. Merville's first one's good.
Almost looked like a little bit of a shot put there. Kind of an interesting rotation on that young man's free throw, but hey.
Taylor McGee.
Whatever works.
Into the game.
Well, we got a quick minute, Mike. You mentioned that Mainland Ocean City game. If fans want to check out the story about that game, go to glorydaysonline.com. Quick shameless plug there.
Yeah, man. Great game last night, as you mentioned. Packed house there.
Oh, it was standing room only. About a couple dozen fans got turned away.
Dribble drive, Merriman. Shot up, strong. Rebound on the ground, and going to go with Linden. Linden has a shot here. They're down 4. I mean, they've been down.
Go for a 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, by as many as 10 in this first half.
If I'm the Tigers, I'm looking for a 2 for 1 here with 50 seconds to go.
Holmes backs it out. Right of the lane, takes it all the way, and he walked. Boy, the layup went down, but they got him for a travel first.
Looked like he tried to do a little Euro step, but couldn't quite pull it off.
20-16, 40 seconds left. Here comes the pressure. Merriman. Oh, and it's nearly stolen away. Merriman bounce pass and a walk. Vidro, he tried to throw the pass, and I don't think Oberti was paying attention, and he just took an extra step. .30 seconds left. We'll see if Linden holds for 1.
Hasn't exactly been a pretty comeback by the Tigers, but they've been getting the job done.
A lot of this off their defense, getting more pressure. Kick out, corner, 3 ball, and it's strong. The rebound is tipped out of bounds by Holmes, and Camden Catholic now will have 17 seconds to pad their lead. We'll see what they set up here. They will see some pressure from Linden.
Just not a lot of confidence in that outside shooting by the Tigers. We'll see if that plays into the second half if they decide to try to go more of an inside game.
Now they back that pressure off a little bit. No trap here. See if they use that trap around half court. There it is. Merriman tries to dribble right through it. He goes into the deep corner. left of the lane. 5 seconds. Merriman foul shot is 2. Oh, it hit off the back of the rim and went down. And that's how the first half is going to end, as Merriman's shot is up and in. And Camden Catholic leads 22-16 here at halftime at the Siegel Classic. And that was kind of a shot indicative of how this game is kind of gone.
Kind of sat there on the back of the rim for a half a second.
Yeah, so Merriman gets his first bucket of the game. He's got 2 points. That's his first field goal, and it gives the Irish a 6-point lead at halftime here at the Siegel Classic. 22-16, Camden Catholic leads Linden. Mike Gill and Dave O'Sullivan, we're live at the Siegel. We'll have another game following this one here on 97.3 ESPN.com. And then tomorrow we've got a full lineup, 5 games for you as well.
Also have Wildwood Catholic later on tonight as well.
That is the last game here tonight.
Who's on the mic for that one?
Neither one of us.
Oh, okay.
We did
Radio game?
we did not make the cut.
Oh, that's right. That's a radio game, right?
That's right. This is Elevations, Cabinetry, and Millwork of Vineland helping bring this tournament. Bagliani's Market of Hamilton as well, and the Forza Insurance Group in Atlantic City. So one more game for us, and then tomorrow we've got a full
West Deptford and Rancocas Valley.
Rancocas Valley, yep. We'll have the second half coming up for you next. ESPN.com. 22-16, Camden Catholic leads Linden here at the Siegel. All right, about to start the second half here at the Siegel Classic. Camden Catholic 22-16. They lead Linden. Michael Dave O'Sullivan. We are live here courtside. Matt Ulmer with the video. And, of course, we'll have the next game after this, and then a full lineup tomorrow. 5 games in all.
We got to give a quick shout-out to Mr. Ulmer. Does a fantastic job with high school basketball, bringing us all these games. Working the video camera all day here.
All day.
Yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Starting out with that zone look again.
Missed the bunny.
Offensive board. Put back, and he stepped on the end line. We got to travel on the end line, I should say. Back to live action here. 22-16, Linden in white, Camden Catholic in green. And that pressure again from Linden. This is where they were down by 10 in that first quarter, and this is how they really got back in the game. Hicks for 3, smooth shot, too strong, and it's tipped out, and it will stay with the Irish.
Yeah, really a smart move by Linden to go to that pressure. You understand that Camden Catholic doesn't go too deep on its bench, so try to wear them out a little bit here in this third quarter.
Merriman with the ball. Bounce pass for Hicks. Hicks with a fall-away shot, and it's too strong. And the rebound is ripped down. Here comes Linden. Linden in transition. And it is stolen away, and Hicks double dribble.
Little bit of a double dribble there. He was hoping he didn't get caught on that one, but hard to get anything past Mr. Kniff there on the side.
So Linden will inbound the ball underneath of its own basket. 1 minute gone by here in this third quarter. Cowan catches the inbounds pass. And a shot high off the back of the glass there by Holmes, and it's too strong. Here comes Merriman. Merriman pulls it back out. Hicks thought about a long 3. Then he slips and hits the deck again. A couple of slippages out there.
Yeah, it's a humid day outside. A lot of people coming in and out, so
a lot of times
condensation on the floor.
A lot of times with this tournament, people dragging in the snow. That's not the
right.
case today. Earlier today, Wildwood girls beat Holy Spirit 61-48. Gloucester Catholic beat Rancocas in the girls' side 55-43. Cherokee girls beat Mainland 51-35. The Cherokee boys beat Glassboro 50-30. St. Joe looked very impressive, 79-45 over Southern, and right now we're 22-16. Last night, AC boys beat Cherry Hill West 68-47. The middle girls beat Atlantic City. That was a good one, 38-28. Really two good teams there. And Mater Dei Prep beat Middle 58-53 in overtime here at the Siegel. 22-16, 6:33 left to play, third quarter. Merriman, defended by Holmes, gets it to Hicks. Hicks, fade away, dump down, he loses control, and it's stolen away. Here comes Williams. Williams with a 3-on-2, and the layup is good.
You're starting to see Linden understand that the ball's going to Hicks every possession. So they're double teaming him. They're getting that weak side help to rotate over to him and really trying to force somebody besides Hicks to beat them, which is a smart plan.
Merriman, kick out. Hicks, 3, good.
And if you don't cover him, that's what happens.
Well, they broke the pressure there, but
yeah.
You're right, Sully. Hicks, really, you look at it, 15 points. He's been entirely their offense. He got 15 of the 25. You take him away, and they're struggling. Zachariah Hicks hits the 3, 25-18. Dribble drive, Holmes. Nice scoop
dish.
pass. Willocks, and he's short, gets his own rebound, puts it back, and Yasin Willock.
A little bit of life for the big man underneath the basket. He's starting to get fired up.
5-point game. 2-2-1 pressure. They back it off.
Tigers bench getting into it, clapping it up a little bit. They're starting to sense a little bit of change in momentum here.
And Merriman threw a pass that was tipped. Brian Kniff calling that there's a tip.
Let's see if Camden Catholic can kind of start getting back to what was successful in the first quarter.
So they want to
running people
down.
off screens, getting Hicks open, doing a little bit more movement without the ball. They've kind of gotten a little bit out of sorts here in the last quarter and a half in terms of their half-court offense.
Yeah, so you talked about it, though. Like, Linden, wanted a little faster pace, and once the pace has changed, they were down 10 for people who were just kind of checking in. Now they've cut it to 5, but they've seemed like they have dictated the pace of this game recently.
And you can see that during basketball games. Sometimes it takes a quarter and a half to kind of figure out what the pace is going to be.
All right, back to live action. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Merriman hands it off. Hall into the corner. And some more steps. We've seen a lot of walking and
that was really nothing he could do about that. His foot kind of slipped as he went to plant. So just an unfortunate turnover for the Irish.
25-20.
Need to get a couple of towel boys out there on the left side of the court.
Yeah, they just brought him out in the same spot. Kick out. Dribble drive. Bounces it back out. They reset the offense. Holmes at the top of the key. Holmes dribble drive. Kick it out to the left wing. Into the deep right left corner. And Holmes will use the back of the glass.
You can see him not really confident in that three-point shot. He's had open looks at it and decided to take it down the baseline and try for that little jumper.
Yeah, so it was almost like he was anticipating contact there, too. He kind of hesitated, and he got it. He'll get to the line. Nashawn Holmes, 2 of 7 from the field, 6 points. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And the first one is good. Second one coming. 4 points. This is the closest they've been since they were down 10 earlier. And now they're down 3.
Yeah, they just really haven't had the kind of offensive burst to really make a huge run, but they have kind of slowly chipped away at the lead and got it to within striking distance.
Here's that pressure again. There's the trap. Merriman dribbles through, bounce pass down low. Uberti, and he loses the handle. It'll stay with Camden Catholic. They lead by 3, 25-22, 4:14 left to play here in the third.
Merriman's doing a great job breaking that press. He just needs a little bit of help from his teammates once he does to kind of finish things off.
Hicks catches, spins, and he walks.
Nice idea, but one too many. I think you get away with that at the NBA level.
Recently, you were able to take 10 steps. 3 ball from the wing, front rim no good, and it looks like it's going to be Linden ball. So Cowan chucking up a 3. They have yet to hit a 3-point shot in this game.
Yeah, not really their game. They're much more of a drive, draw, and dish type of team.
Cowan off the glass, no good. Oberti kicks it out, and the rebound gets out to Merriman. Merriman all the way.
You got to take that yourself.
Is
there
good.
You go.
In transition for Merriman, he's got 4.
Nice job, young man. Take it yourself. No need to pull that out and try to play half court again. Take it right up. If he fouls you, you go to the line.
Off the dribble, kick out, swings it. Cowan, top of the key, back to Holmes for 3, and that goes down.
Finally got one.
Excuse me, that was Isaac Tompkins. No, back to Nashawn Holmes.
That was Tompkins.
So Tompkins gets the first 3 of the game for Linden, and they're trailing by 2, 27-25, closest they've been since they were down 10 earlier. Right side, and another slippage in that same spot. 3 ball, Hicks. Too strong, and the ball goes out of bounds.
They may have to stop the game here for a second and try to figure out what's going on with that floor.
And they're going to do it again at the same exact spot. This is the second time they've brought a towel out on the floor. You got Jamie Gillespie, the Holy Spirit head coach, on his hands and knees wiping the
that's
floor
high school
down.
basketball right there for you, Mike.
Right?
Sometimes when you're the head coach, you're also the towel boy.
Yeah, it's in that same area to the right wing in front of the Camden Catholic bench.
Might need a little sawdust or something. What do we got? What do we got in the back room there?
A little sandpaper. 27-25, 2:57 left to play, third quarter. Camden Catholic will inbound. Merriman resets the offense now. Quarters court in front of us. Spins, left of the lane. Dumps it out for Hicks. Hicks goes baseline. A little baseline jumper, good.
Really nice move. This kid has got some talent.
Zachariah Hicks, about a 10-footer on the baseline.
He's just so high when he pulls up for that shot. There's really no chance at getting any kind of hand in his face.
Tompkins to Holmes. Camden Catholic staying in that zone. Holmes, left elbow, and ball off the top of the backboard comes down to Eric Hall. And Camden Catholic back up by 4. Linden has trailed virtually the entire game by as many as 10. Nice catch and shoot by Hicks, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line with another chance for a three-point play here. That is a great catch and shoot. He just elevates.
Kid's just saying, hey, jump on my back, fellas. I'll take you where we need to go. And you see, Mike, Camden Catholic bench, only one guy without his warm-up jacket off there, so they typically aren't going to go very deep. So these starting 5 are going to have to be the guys that get it done.
Yeah, that's something that we've kind of highlighted. They're not deep, and you've said it earlier, Sully, is how much stamina are they going to have here if this game's close in the fourth quarter?
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
31-25, 3-ball short. Rebound comes down, Linden, and it's going to go to Camden Catholic.
The problem for Linden here, Mike, is in order to play that pressure defense, you have to make shots. You know, it's hard to play that full court press when you're not making shots. If they can start making some shots and start playing some more full court pressure, this thing could turn around in a hurry.
Camden Catholic with the ball. Eric Hall, Merriman, Zachariah Hicks, Taylor McGee, and Leonardo Uberti, the 5 on the floor for Camden Catholic. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Offensive board, put back up. Ooh.
I thought that might have been a little bit of a push off there on McGee, but he got away with it.
Yeah, and McGee, not only did he get away with it, he'll get to go to the line. Taylor McGee, 2 rebounds in the game at the line for the first time.
Interesting look there from the Linden defense, Mike, especially on Hicks. They're kind of playing him at different levels. They brought Holmes there to guard him up high. Williams down there in the middle part of the court, and they're rotating help over on the low blocks. So he's really going to face a lot of different kind of looks here going into the fourth quarter.
First free throw is good for McGee. 32-25, Camden Catholic leads. Yeah, these Camden Catholic kids, they've essentially gone from start to finish.
Yeah, we're about to see Jaden Shaw come in, so they only go about 6-7 deep. I don't think anyone's really in foul difficulty at this point, so that's a good sign for them.
Second one is no good. The rebound comes down for Linden. 1:18 left to play in the third, and a timeout taken by the Tigers with 1:17 left to play in the third quarter. 32-25, Camden Catholic in the lead.
Camden Catholic leads 32-25.
Good timeout there by the Linden coaching staff. You had it down to a 2-point game. It's back up to 7. Let's reset here for the final 1:17 in the third quarter and see what we can do and try to get maybe a bucket or two and close this thing down to 4 or 5 points going into the fourth.
Yeah, now in the early stages of this basketball season, Sully, who are some of the teams that have stood out to you?
I'll tell you what, Pleasantville has really looked good. That's going to be a great game against Wildwood Catholic coming up next week. And it's a much different look, obviously, from last year when they had Jalen Freeman, Samir Jones, those kind of guys. Whole different look, but they're really playing well together as a team. That's a team that really pushes the pace from start to finish.
I saw them score in the 90s earlier this year.
Yeah, they don't like to ever take their foot off the gas pedal. So,
all right, Hodge in for Linden. Leaves it off for Berry. Berry swings it back to Berry. Berry, foul line, kick it to the corner. There's nobody there. Gene Allen.
Mike McGarry for three.
Gene Allen with the catch and shoot. Gene tore his Achilles recently. He's coming back from Achilles surgery.
He's getting old, man.
That's not a good injury to have.
No, I've had some Achilles issues myself the past year or so.
Here comes the
What happens when you get old, Mike?
Yeah, man, I haven't had that injury yet. Knock on wood. Merriman backs up. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Merriman all the way to the basket. Merriman is layup good.
Nice take.
6 points, Colin Merriman.
That's a big-time play right there.
Pushes the lead back to 9. Sully, they got it to 3. Now it's back to 9. Long 3 to try to answer, and he does.
There you go. He looked a little unsure of himself at first, but he said, hey,
you got to give it to
coming
me.
out to me. I'll take it.
Nigel Merville for 3. Crosses the timeline near Steele. Hall, and it's off his foot, and it's going to go back to Linden. So there, 18 seconds, Linden is going to get a chance.
This could be a 5 to 6 point swing here in the final 30 seconds.
10 seconds. Holmes kicks it over back to Merville.
Why
He's
not?
on the
Why
hot
not?
hand, and it's off the front rim, no good. And Uberti, and he rips it, and there's a foul called with 4.7 as Uberti ripped down the rebound.
He tried to hold up, but he couldn't quite hold up as he was wrapping his arms around.
So the foul is on Steve Dorval.
Foul's on Steve Dorval. That is his third. Team's third.
All right, 4 seconds left. They get the inbound. Merriman crosses the timeline. He's trapped, and we got an out-of-bounds call. We got 2 players down, but no foul called.
I don't know what's going on here, Mike.
Tipped off.
Tip off a Linden player. Gotcha.
All
right,
1.9. Third quarter. Merriman gets it in. Back to Merriman. 3!
Wow! Ice in his veins.
The inbounds pass from Merriman to Hicks, right back to Merriman, and the long 3.
With 2 guys in his face. That was a great shot.
37-28 at the end of 3. Camden Catholic leads Linden here at the Siegel Classic.
Looked like my old shot against my brother in Nerf basketball.
You just throw it up.
That's the kind you throw up and just walk into the kitchen because you're done.
It's unbelievable. Hands in his face and everything. Mom, the meatloaf.
You walk into the kitchen for a snack because you just beat your brother. That was a great shot. Who else we got in this program supporting this?
We got Lilliston Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Gerasi of Vineland. And it's a rodeo. Custom on-site catering. John Rodeo and the crew putting this together.
The rodeo name, obviously synonymous with South Jersey basketball.
As we get ready for the 4th and final quarter of this one. The way this one's been going back and forth, you almost anticipate an overtime the way this is kind of – they haven't been able to get –
A little surprised at the score, Mike. I mean, nobody's even hit 40 points yet. These teams typically from year to year are teams that can put up 60, 70 points in a game, but obviously much different rosters than they were just even a year ago.
Yeah, Camden Catholic obviously
it's kind of been a grind for each team. Obviously, you look at that scoreboard, one number that really stands out is only 1 team foul for the Irish, so they're in good shape.
3 ball to start the 4th is short, and the rebound, offensive rebound for Linden. Morville, kick out, thought about a 3, into the corner for Holmes. Holmes, kick out, 3 ball, Hodge, good. And there's a big difference. They are 2 of 11. That's their third 3, so 3 for 12 from Linden three-pointers today. Camden Catholic just 5 of 12. And we got a foul. A lot of pressure on the inbounds pass there.
Yeah, this could be a whole different game if they can hit a couple more of those in the next 2 or 3 minutes.
All right, Camden Catholic will inbound the ball. Oh, nice play by Hicks. He just kind of taps it into the backcourt, and it's run down, though. Linden gets it, and they throw it away.
Maybe an ill-advised pass there. He probably should have hung on to that and kept the possession.
37-31, 7:23 to play. Inbound the ball. Hicks. Outlet pass, gets it up for Williams. Merriman, it's tipped from the backside and nearly stolen, and Oberti comes up with it and gets the loose
big
chain.
Man.
Oberti with his 4th point. 39-31, 8-point lead, 7 minutes to go in the game. Baseline, and we got a foul on the baseline there as Steve Dorval looks like. So Dorval went baseline there, and he looked like he got fouled and then waited for them to call the foul. Linden inbounds, trailing by 8. Into the corner, 3 ball, too strong, rebound on the offensive side. Oh, they get it, the kick right back out. Flips it. Tompkins,
nice move.
And a nice floater.
Move.
Isaac Tompkins gets a bucket, 39-33. Tompkins with 7.
Great take. Recognized the weak spot in the zone and took advantage of it.
Back the other way. Merriman into the corner. 3-ball Hicks.
What a nice shot this young man has.
The answer from Hicks, 22 in total for Zachariah Hicks.
He's just got such a smooth release.
The answer. Isaac Tompkins is starting to heat up.
2 can play at that game. Fans are starting to get into lather over here on our right side.
42-36, 6:04. Back and forth they go.
Still a lot of time to go in this one, Mike.
We had a 10-point lead by Camden Catholic. It's down to 3. It went back to 10, and here we are now, 42-36.
Look for a lot more pressure out of Linden here the last six minutes. That's really been the way they've been successful, playing that pressure defense, forcing turnovers.
Merriman kind of directing traffic here all day for Camden Catholic. He has yet to take a break. Merriman kicks it into the corner. Hicks goes baseline. Hicks with a fadeaway, and it's good.
Can't say enough about this young man.
He's on another level out there right now. 24.
How do you guard a kid that can do that many things on the court?
Linden with the ball, 5:33 to play. Holmes off the top of the glass. Put
nice
back is
in.
good by Amir Williams. Great anticipation.
Amir Williams puts it up in.
Here comes the trap. Merriman dribbles through it. There's the trap. They have him, and we got a timeout taken by
Good
Matt
call. I
Crawford.
think Merriman needs a drink of water, man. That kid has been playing his guts out all game long.
44-38, 5:13. Camden Catholic calls timeout. They lead it, as they have for virtually wire to wire here at the Siegel. This one's shaping up to be a good ending, though.
6-point game with 5 to go.
Yeah, and honestly, this is maybe one of the best games at the tournament so far. There's been a lot of lopsided games so far, but a lot of good games on the schedule coming up here, and we're highlighting this one. Camden Catholic, Linden, 2 traditional powers. Linden a Group 4 power, Camden Catholic parochial power. So both these teams have high expectations year after year in their respective communities.
If you're Linden, the last 5 minutes of this game, you have one question you have to answer. How do we keep the ball out of number 24's hands? Because when he gets the ball in his hands, he's making things happen. So you just have to find a way to deny it, get some weak side help over there, Do whatever you can, make somebody else beat you.
Number 24 has 24 points. He leads the way by far. 24 for Hicks, 9 for Merriman, 6 for Hall for Camden Catholic. Williams back to Merriman. Merriman takes it to the hoop. Hicks for 3, and it's strong. The rebound, though, Williams gets an offensive board, and he puts it up too strong. The rebound comes out for Linden. Here they come in transition, 3-on-2. And a layup by Cowan. Good in the bucket, and he's fouled. Colin Cowan.
Linden bench started to get excited.
As they should. They get some transition buckets, and they have a chance again to cut it to 3.
You wonder, Mike, if fatigue is going to be a factor here in the last 4.5 minutes for Camden Catholic. I mean, they've been playing some very good basketball, but you're asking a lot out of these 5 starters.
Yeah, not having Dunn has been a big loss for them. He's a big contributor for this team that goes really 6 deep. They don't use a lot more than 6.
Right.
The free throw is good. We got a 3-point game with 4 to go. 4:48 to play. Hall crosses the timeline. Left of the lane. Dumps it down to Oberti. Nice catch, and Oberti with a shot.
All right.
Strong catch and shoot by Oberti.
I see you. I see you, number 50.
Swinging it into the corner. That zone look all day by Camden Catholic. Holmes. Cowan at the foul line. Kicks it out. Dixon into the game. 3-ball up by Hodge. It's strong. And the rebound fought for on the ground. And who comes out with it? It's Linden. At the middle of the paint. Ball tipped out by Merriman.
Might want to take a second to reset here.
They do. Hodge has it into the corner. 3-ball up and good in the corner.
Holmes finally getting one to go.
Holmes hits his first 3 of the game. He's got 11, and it's 46-44. They trail by 2, and a foul out by Cowan.
Kind of a silly foul there. 40 feet from the basket. No need for that.
46-44. Camden Catholic lead with the ball. A foul called on Colin Cowan. So Linden now 4 of 15 from 3. Camden Catholic 6 of 14 from beyond the arc. Merriman, bounce pass down low. Oberti, and they're getting him involved on the low post on the right block.
Starting to assert himself, get a little more confidence.
Nice touch. Holmes, stutter steps, kicks it out. Holmes puts it on the floor. Belt high dribble. Leaves it off for Baxter. Or excuse me, Tompkins. And Tompkins loses the handle. Hicks in transition. Merriman, and he's fouled. Ooh, he slams hard into the wall.
Good foul there by Tompkins. You can't let him have a free run at that, especially when you're down 4 with 3 minutes to go. Put him on the line. He's tired. Make him see if he can prove it there.
First free throws for Colin Merriman. He's got 9 points. This would put him in double figures. And the first one is good.
Fouls on Isaac Tompkins. That was his first, team 7.
First free throw extends the lead to 5. And they push it to 6. 3:19 to play. 6-point lead. Linden trails with the ball, dressed in white. Here they come, crossing the timeline. Left of the lane, kick out 3-ball. And a foul before the shot, which would have been off anyway. But Linden, they just have not been able to get through in this game. They were down by 10.
They cut it to 2 about a minute ago. That's as close as they've gotten.
Into the corner.
Oh, nice pass.
No look pass, and a layup is good. And he wanted to foul is Amir Williams.
Great entry pass by Tompkins there.
Instead of the foul, they're going to wipe up the floor. Williams thought he was fouled and kind of pushed. The official saw it as a slip. It was a good look off, Sully. He kind of, looked off through that entry pass.
That was great. Great anticipation of where the player was going to be.
Don't forget, coming up, RV.
The Fighting Red Devils.
They are on the docket next, and we'll have that call for you as Rancocas Valley takes on West Deptford. Here at the Siegel. Hicks catches the inbound. They get it back to Merriman. 3 minutes to play in the ball game. 50-46. Here we go.
Merriman's got to be smart with the ball here.
Merriman in the deep left corner.
Be patient. Take what the defense gives you.
They get it to Williams. Williams back to Merriman. Merriman's did a great job. He's played every minute of the game. Very few turnovers. Top of the key. Corey Williams. Right side back to Merriman. Merriman dribble drive, kick out. 2:26 running the clock. And Williams, he lost his step.
A little bit out of his element there. Somebody needed to come and help him out.
Well, that's what Linden wanted. They wanted one of those guys to put the ball on the floor.
Exactly.
Anyone other than Zachariah Hicks.
Here we go. 2 minutes, 4-point game.
Yeah. See if Linden can. They've been down by 2. A 3 would make it a 1-point game. Dribble drive, kick out, 3 ball, short. And the rebound, offensive rebound, put up and no good. Rattles in and out for Amir Williams. He gets his own miss.
Oh, great hustle.
And a shot by Holmes in the middle of the paint is good. And then we're back to a 2-point game with 1:55
Great hustle. I
to
didn't
play.
see who that was. Shaw kind of keeping that ball alive on the baseline.
Amir Williams, he shot it and then kept it alive and made it a 2-point game with a shot by Nashawn Holmes.
He's been hitting some big shots here in the fourth quarter. Couldn't really find anything to go in the first half, but he's done a nice job here in the second half.
He's got 11, 50-48, 1:55 left to play in this game. Yeah, and I mean, really.
You look at this box score from Camden Catholic, 24 from Hicks, 11 from Merriman, not much of anything from anyone else. So those are the two guys you got to really concentrate on if you're the Linden defense.
Yeah, it was a 16-4 first quarter that's really been the story of this game. Linden they won the second quarter, they lost, and they're winning this fourth quarter here. They lost that first one 16-4. Otherwise, it's been a very close game.
Yep.
Camden Catholic shooting 48% from the field, Linden 42 from 3. Camden Catholic 42 and Linden 27 from the three-point line.
Well, now Linden, you're going to have an opportunity to play that full court press. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of set up some sort of half-court trap on Merriman, see if they can get him to throw the ball away.
They inbound the ball to Hicks.
Let's see if we get a – here comes the trap.
Merriman gets it across the timeline. Williams dribbles it all the way to the basket. He takes it himself and a free throw. Layup is good, and he'll get to the free throw line.
A little bit of redemption there for that turnover on the last possession.
Yeah, I think Linden was almost like, hey, you take it, and then he took it himself all the way to the basket and got himself fouled.
It's a really solid effort here by Camden Catholic. I know it's a team that doesn't go real deep, and you're asking a lot of these starters. And they haven't really shown any signs of fatigue.
Williams, he makes it. His first basket of the game. 53-48, kick out. Back to Holmes. Holmes, bounce pass into the corner, 3-ball, good!
Oh.
A long 3 by Isaac Tompkins, and he's getting hot. It's 53-51, a 2-point game with 1:21 left to play in the game. Pressure from Linden, looking for that big turnover.
You got to come out and trap Merriman here, try to make him get the ball to somebody he doesn't want to get it to.
Merriman spins.
They're relying on Tompkins here to take him one-on-one.
Nobody's really in any foul trouble here. Merriman at the foul line. He kicks it out for Hall. Hall backs up. We're under a minute to play in the game. Remember, no time shot clock here in high school ball. So can Camden Catholic dribble this game out? A near steal. Merriman dribbles to the right sideline, spins over to Hall.
I think you're going to have to foul with about 30 seconds to go.
53-51. Hall dumps it down. Williams thought about it. Williams gets it to go. He rattles it home.
He almost looked to his coach to see if it was okay to shoot that ball.
55-51, 26 seconds. 3-ball up. Front rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Hall, and a foul is there. What a big shot by Corey Williams. He's made the last 2 field goals, and he had a free throw here. For a young man who basically didn't score all game, he's got their last 5 points.
You could see him got a wide open shot.
He almost walked.
He almost looked to. He kind of glanced back to the bench like, "Is it okay if I take this shot?"
Yeah. It's almost one of those situations.
You could see him thinking in his mind, like,
oh, yeah.
I know we're trying to run the clock out here.
It's one of those situations
but
where, like a
it's
football
so
game,
open, yeah.
where the running back just slides instead of scoring the touchdown. It's almost, should I dribble this back out, or do you want me to take it? So 55-51 with 20 seconds and a timeout taken.
But, hey, credit him for making these big shots down the stretch. Could end up being the difference in the game for everything that Hicks has done. You know, it could be Williams who, in the end, is the real difference maker in the final minute.
So Camden Catholic at the line. They lead by 4. One and one here. So this is a big shot. First shot for Eric Hall. He's got 6. First free throws of the game. First one rattles and goes down, and that pushes the lead to 5.
Yeah, it's really going to be tough for Linden to come back. You're only going to have so many more possessions, so you really got to make your shots count.
And they're up 6.
Got to get a shot off here within about 5-6 seconds.
You either got to get a quick 2 and a foul, you got to make a 3 here.
Got to put it up.
Corner 3 ball is up. It's short. The rebound comes down to Hicks. And yes,
that should do
foul
it.
with 10 seconds left. A 6-point game, and Hicks will go to the line and can really ice this thing. One bucket here would make it a 3-possession game.
Kind of fitting that Hicks is the man who can really put this thing to bed. I mean, he's had such a tremendous game. We've seen him do so many things here. And really, I mean, you look at his stat line, 8 of 19, 3 from 8 from three-point land, 5 of 7 from the line. Really been filling it up.
No good. So it keeps it at a 2-possession game.
Zachariah Hicks at the line, shooting one more shot.
Second shot coming. And that one is good. It makes it a 3-possession game. 7-point lead with 10 seconds left. Linden in the corner. They kick it back out, a long 3. Front rim no good, and the rebound comes down to Oberti, and they're going to let this one end. So Camden Catholic goes wire to wire. They win it 58-51 here at the Siegel Classic. Zachariah Hicks, 24 points, 5 rebounds in the win, and he was extremely impressive today as Camden Catholic with a big victory over a very, historically good Linden school.
No doubt. And the most impressive thing is, even after the first quarter, you knew he was going to be the guy to go to, and there just wasn't anything they could do to stop him.
No, they couldn't, Sully. Camden Catholic with the win improves to 6-1. Linden falls to 4-3. And again, Zachariah Hicks, 24 points in the game, and just an excellent outing by him. The leading scorer for Linden, 13 points each for Nishawn Holmes and Isaac Tompkins. Coming up next, we'll have live video coverage of Rancocas Valley, the Red Devils, taking on West Deptford, the Eagles. We'll have full play-by-play right here on 97.3 ESPN.com, and that is next. Stay tuned for that here on 97.3 ESPN.com.